Thank you for tuning in to the Wendy Inspire channel and for joining our happy BME village where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are, you're safe here with us here in our happy BME village. Alright guys, so today it's the weekend and I want to talk about being tired all the time. So if you're like me, you probably feel like there is not 24 hours in a day. Because me personally, I don't believe that there's 24 hours in a day. It's like I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep, and then I look up and like a month has passed. So I personally don't believe that there's 24 hours in a day. And lately I've been so tired. And I kind of feel like I work too much. I work probably anywhere between 6 to 7 days a week. So if you're in my situation, we need to come up with a plan to help us not be so tired. I'm going to share my plan with you, and if you have another plan, make sure you share it with me in the village by leaving it in the comments section. So we can't always help how many days a week we worked. And some of us can't even help how many hours a day we work. But there are a few things that we can do to help us to feel less tired. So one thing I would say is be mindful of the stimulation. And I think it just fell out of my hair. I gotta fix it when I get done. And what I mean by that is sometimes I find myself on social media too much. And if I'm really tired, being on social media is not going to help me be less tired. If anything, it's going to help me to be more tired. So I am starting to be more mindful of the time that I'm spending on social media. So if I work all day and I'm exhausted, maybe turning on Facebook or Instagram or whatever else is not going to be a benefit. Maybe sitting in a quiet area or listening to soothing music or having a cup of chamomile tea or just allowing ourselves to be bored. It's so weird because nowadays it's like I feel like most of us are just overly stimulated. There's so much out there. There's so many answers. There's so much going online. There's just so much going on that I feel like sometimes we just overly stimulate ourselves. And when we're overly stimulated, it causes us to feel even more tired. So something that I'm personally learning to do is before, when I used to get up in the morning, I always would give praise and honor to the Most High for allowing me to see another day. And then sometimes I would jump right on social media. And I found that those days that I did that, it kind of distracted me from what I really needed to do. Like maybe I didn't have enough time to sit down and have my breakfast, or maybe that day I forgot to take my vitamins, or maybe I didn't have a clear game plan because when my brain was fresh, I hurried up and jumped on social media, and then that even impacted and influenced my day. So something that I'm learning to do is whatever's on there is going to be on there later. So whoever posted something, you can check their page later, tomorrow, next week, next month. Sometimes we spend so much time watching other people's lives when we should be focusing on our own lives. So that's something that I said I am going to do so much less of. I'm going to be doing less of that. And if you want to join that with me, make sure you leave that in the comment section below. How many hours of social media you're on right now and how many hours you're going to commit to later. So that's one thing. Eliminate things that overstimulate ourselves. And something else is I don't always go to sleep at whatever time I get in the bed. So sometimes I just lay there. And I'm learning that that's okay. Because while I'm falling asleep, what do? I pick up my phone and I start to play with my phone, but then that kind of delays the relaxing stage and then it delays me falling asleep. So just knowing that it is okay to just lie in bed with your eyes closed and just meditate without going immediately to sleep. So that's something else that I do. And then also, I kind of go back and forth with coffee. So one minute I'm not drinking coffee, and then the next minute I am drinking coffee, and then I'm drinking a little bit of coffee here and a little bit of coffee there, and then before I know it, I'm drinking coffee every day again. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking coffee here and there, but when you start to drink it so much, your body starts to get used to that caffeine. And as your body gets used to it, like anything else, your body needs more and more for the same effect. So it's so important to be mindful of our caffeine intake. There are so many natural fruits and vegetables and other things that we can do to offer us that natural energy over coffee. And the reason why sometimes I choose coffee over the natural energy is because coffee gives you that quick fix. So coffee will give you a kick like that. Whereas when you're starting to incorporate fruits and vegetables and leafy greens and almonds and eggs and bananas, it takes a little bit of time for that to get into our systems. But I'm going to encourage you, as I encourage myself, to allow ourselves to go through that withdrawal stage and start to eat better, sleep better, drink better. And what I mean by drinking better, drinking more water. And then we'll check back in on this. So share your thoughts, share your ideas, share what you think about 24 hours in a day, because I don't think so. Share how you are getting energy in the morning, share how you're falling asleep, and then I will check back in a little bit to kind of see if my routine works or what my next plan is, and I'll see you next time. So thank you for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel and for joining our Happy BME Village, where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are, you're safe here with us here in our Happy BME Village. And I will see you next time on Special Thursday. And if you have not already done so, make sure you check out my new book, which is called No Longer a Prisoner. You can check that out on my website, which is www.someonecaresaboutme.com. It's an inspirational, motivational book. It's my biography. It's also a self-help book. And the few people who have already read it are providing positive feedback. So check that out, and I will see you next time on Special Thursday. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.